big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her blame she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
S-T-R-O.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bro. Better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the wheel. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. A moment ago, here was the scene, the Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. 2 one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mike down, ready, back 25. Get that quarterback and all coach.
They run with a former Eagle and Dolphin, Jay Ajayi. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on a Falcon 1st down.
Ready, 25, 58.
Watch the run.
Ready to go.
Now it's Ajayi. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg Drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
45. Mike, 45.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. It's Hill, complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And into the red zone now, and Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Now Wentz. taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack. And Elliott puts this one through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me, partner.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Give me that ball. 51, jump. Check 50, check 50. Kill,
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
It's Kelsey on the ground. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his 1st-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
I know he ain't got it. Slam. 21. Check.
They run with Ajayi. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Ready, blue 80, white 25. Hey, white. 80 weapon.
Here's Ajayi. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's able to take this. This one back to the 36-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time they had a little bit of a special teams breakdown. That field goal was blocked.
Yeah, and everything has to be precise in the kicking game. Snap, hold, kick. Obviously the blocking to keep people out. So what you really want to do is get in there and get 6 points and take the pressure off.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Wentz now on first down. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
To throw is Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Check 26, and kill.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
82.
A final shot before half for Wentz. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to let this go deep for... And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
54. Here we go. Wait. Check.
Play action. It's Ryan. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards, 1st down Atlanta. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st.
Watch the screen. Check yourself.
At the 50-yard line.
Get up.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You got nothing today. You got nothing. Switch.
Hey, Tuesday.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D.
Watch out.
To throw again, Ryan. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Chris Hogan, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz gets this one to Hill. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now a play fake. Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Cameron Johnston now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Can't ask for much more than that. A 50-yard punt followed by a loss on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 11.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And open here is Hogan. He's got it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Ryan now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now it's Ryan. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54's Mike. Hey, Haywood. 54. Got it. It's our time.
Check the backer.
Again, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Wentz is for his running back, McCoy. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, QB, come on.
On first down, Wentz. They complete it to Hill. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Wentz to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop 2 minutes. In that department, 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Wentz. He is going to find Hill here. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
That's good for Falcons. First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, we got to get to the ball. Check. Keep moving.
Operating from the gun. Ryan taking a shot for Samuel. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
This time, Sam.
Wentz going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. From the gun, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Into the red zone. Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Check. What's the screen? Check.
They go play action now. Ryan. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Ryan to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
At the 19-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's what I do. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. 22. Check Mike.
From the gun, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Ryan under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 5-4. 65. Check.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. They'll They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, one set. Check, bring it up.
Throwing again, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Deebo Samuel with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Hey, 59, ready.
To throw again is Ryan. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. That one complete to Hill. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check 57. Blue draw, Porker. Man 5-7. Let's go. Stand up in. Jump.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught by Aguilar. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Philadelphia, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.